Take a look at this fine piece of treasure right here. This is going to be a new project. The interior could be better for sure. There is a cheap kit to redo the upholstery here. But when I put a wiggle stick and a transfer case lever right there, this will be a lot nicer. The 350 is dead, won't run, won't start, don't know what the deal is. Don't really care. I've got like half a dozen 5.3s laying around, and I've got that NV4500 burning a hole in my pocket. So here we go. I'm also going to get in the clutch pedal game for these because the S10 stuff has gone really well. This burb be a throwback to my old Z71. I built a small block for that truck and swapped an NV4500. Scratch that nostalgia itch a bit. All right, my bracket needs some slight tweaks, but I've got that stuff sharpied out. I'll fix it up. But that is a start. Compiling parts. I did get the upholstery kit for the front seats. This is a Chevy grill to make it look like my old truck. Found the bell housing that I need. I had an SM465 bell that I thought would fit that NV. Doesn't fit. That's the shifter that I needed. That's a GMT 800 transfer case shifter. This is a piece of GMT 400 floor with an 800 transfer case shifter lever in it, which is nice. And I've got a pretty good start on these clutch pedal brackets. This is my V2 here. Fits both style master cylinders, and it eliminates those stupid plastic pins, and you can run a bolt for these also. So there's no issue with the plastic pins breaking like with these. This bracket is no longer available from GM. I'll show the part number. But my bracket is going to be better anyway, and I'll start selling these too. It's handy having this little scrap of sheet metal here to line up my transfer case shifter, and then the 5-speed shifter is really easy. See, each one of those holes that I drilled was dimpled, and they all line up with the holes in the trim plate for this. And there's dimples in the corners too. I guess that's probably for a hole saw to do the radius corner. Okay, got my steel bracket done here. Let's see how it fits. All right, that metal bracket is up and in there. And clutch pedal fits pretty nice. Seems to be good. And there's the master on the firewall. It was a little bit tight. I had to keep these a little bit loose while I got this, did that quarter turn, got it in there. But it works. All right, sweet. So my first test fit was with these stupid plastic pins. Same kind of plastic pins that always break on Blazers. And second test fit is with a bolt through there. So you sort of have to fight to get the bolt in. You've sort of got to fight the plastic, like sound deadening material, but it does work. Very nice. Okay, I picked up my iron 5.3s out of storage. They're a little dirtier now than when we started. I did get these running a few years ago. I got a video from when I grabbed them. I got the pair of them for $500. One with one good harness, one with a cut-up harness. But they're both the early LM7 with the drive-by cable setup. EGR, I'm going to ignore. I've actually got headers, I think, to go on this one out of that Tahoe. And I sourced a bell housing for this NV4500. I had an SM465 bell that I thought would fit, but actually the bolt pattern on these NV4500s, the later ones anyway, are too big for the old Chevy style. The early ones, first couple years of these, they fit, which is what I had in my old truck. But this later internal slave style is different, but I got that all set up now. Took a look inside with my little camera here. Everything looks good. So after a little bit of cleanup, I'm going to test run this thing with a harness that I have laying around. And I'm thinking this will be a pretty quick little project. I've also got that Tahoe for my brother-in-law. So this is going to get GMT 800 brakes. It's going to get master front and rear disc. And I also found the transfer case shifter from an 800 bolts right into a 400. So that's going to match the dash a little better. I'm also going to look at switching over the fuel tank and the spare tire carrier from that Tahoe. Put the spare underneath because the spare inside kind of sucks. Going to use the GMT 800 engine harness for the LS swap. Get that to work with this, no problem. That looks pretty easy according to LT1 swap. Now, if I find the right deal on a donor, I might even convert these barn doors to hatch. I have an idea for that. The hatch on these 400s opens up like my Blazer with the tailgate down and then the hatch coming up. I would rather have it where the entire thing is a lift gate like my 06. And I think I have a way to do that. Speaking of the 06, I put it up for a good price on Marketplace and it was gone in a week. So here we go. This one was $600 and I got 3,500 bucks out of Barb. So I'm in pretty good shape with this. I had to grab my floor shift transfer case out of storage. So I grabbed the other one that I got and my SM465 that's going in the Blazer. So I found a part number for an LS flywheel. This is like the 6048 flywheel that has 3/8 pressure plate bolts instead of the 12 millimeters like they usually have. So that means this old small block clutch from a 350 bolts right on there and it'll be good to go. So this one came out of an NV4500. It looks identical to the clutch that was in this SM465 behind a small block with a 12-inch disc. It's all the same splines. This 465 has the same splines as this NV4500. There we go. Which is the same as an NV3500 even. It's all the same stuff. This is the 4.3 automatic that came out of my red Blazer that I swapped with a 5-speed. This aluminum 5.3 that's still kicking around is going in my Beretta that I LS swapped with a T56. So if you haven't seen any of my other videos, check them out. That's kind of my thing, putting a manual in everything.